Hey everybody, it's Nicole coming at you with a DIY. This is going to be a DIY for fall and the holidays. Honey, I'm already ahead of the game. But it was inspired by this pillow that I picked up from Pier 1 a little while ago. If you've watched a couple of my haul videos back, you saw that I got these on clearance for $14.88, and the regular retail price was $29.95, I believe. And if you're like me, you decorate for the seasons and things like that, you know that these pillows can be really expensive. If you go to like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, they can get to be really pricey, anywhere from 20 bucks, 30, 40, 50 on up. And I wanted to come up with a way to kind of recreate something like this and come up with my own designs, but I didn't want to go through the hand detailing like this pillow is. You can tell that it's been hand done because each bead is individually sewn, and so are the sequins and things like that. So that's where the cost factor comes in, but I wanted to do it on the low, on the cheap, and with items that can be found in Dollar Tree and in your local craft stores. So if you want to see how I came up with this baby right here, isn't that gorgeous? Stay tuned, okay? You're not gonna want to miss this one, so see you in a bit. Okay guys, so the first thing you're gonna need for this project is these sticky back canvas sheets. You can pick these up at your craft store. I got these at Hobby Lobby. They're also available on Amazon, and they come in two colors that I've seen so far, which is the pure white, and then of course the sort of off-white creamy canvas color. You get 5 sheets in here, and they all are of course sticky back, so it's just you peel off the back and you can stick it onto whatever project you want. You can run these through your printer. You can actually paint on it, do whatever you want to do. It's canvas. It just has an adhesive back to it. So I'm going to show you in my prototype exactly what your project will look like before it's cut out. So this was my first prototype, and I'm going to cut this out and apply it to a pillow. But that's what it looks like on the sheet. This is just a 8.5 by 11, just a regular old sheet size, like paper size. So that's what you're going to need, the sticky back canvas. And again, it's available on Amazon, or you can pick it up at your local craft store. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is print out your template onto the canvas sheet. I chose this pumpkin, and it has a nice little detail, but it's not too intricate so that your finished design will pop. Just go to Google Images and pick out whatever you want to use. That's what I did. You're also going to need your Mod Podge. I picked this up at Dollar Tree, and you want to get the gloss version, not the matte, because you don't want to mute down your embellishments with the matte. And then you're going to need some paint in whatever color, scheme that you want to use. I'm using the coppers and the golds because that's what's in my decor. And it could be acrylic paint or whatever. I would use acrylic or fabric paint for this. You also want to use some dimensional paint or some puff paint. I'm using this formula by E6000 because you want to have some details to kind of pop through your embellishments. Now these sequins and glitter packs I got from Dollar Tree. I'm pretty sure you've seen these. They come in different colors and combinations. And then I picked these little embellishments up from Michael's on clearance. It's just some chunky glitters and some micro beads in the colors that I'm using. And here's some more. These are a little bit more chunky, and the chunkier and funkier the better, so to speak. So yeah. And then you're also going to need a little plastic container or something to mix everything in. I like these from Dollar Tree because if I don't use it all, I can put the little top speck on and save it for another project. You're going to need some brushes and something to mix your little concoction with. So I'm using this plastic disposable spoon and let's get started. Okay, so here is our picture all printed out on the canvas again, and you want it to sort of be detailed but not too intricate again, because you want to be able to have an area or a space to, you know, apply your embellishments. What I'm doing now is actually tracing out the outline of the pumpkin using the dimensional paint, because you want to sort of divide, I guess, the sections of the pumpkin, and you want to be able to see the line detail, if you will. You want to be able to see the lines of the pumpkin between your embellishments once they're applied. This will sort of mimic the stitch line, if you will, on our inspiration pillow. And it's okay if you kind of go outside the lines or whatever. That makes it look all the more better. It doesn't look as manufactured, if you will. It looks hand done. So yeah. And now I'm just tracing the little shadow lines that were, you know, printed on the template here. Again, that just adds to the beauty of the finished product. I am so loving how this turned out. This was a fun DIY. I'm going to be making more, definitely. Okay, I used this champagne colored dimensional paint, but while it was still wet, I wanted to sprinkle on some glitter to get sort of a little sparkle or like a green pop for the leaf. So I'm doing this while it's wet, and you can also do that with the lines of whatever you're using. You know, if you're doing a pumpkin, you can use like a gold color or orange color or whatever. And right here for the stem, I'm using a little sort of chunky glitter to sort of make the stem portion of this pop. And I'm also doing that again on the wet dimensional paint, and then I'll just kind of tap that off and then allow it to dry. And you don't have to, you know, sprinkle the glitter on if you don't want to. I just wanted that extra little sparkle, so it's totally up to you how you want to do it. Now we're gonna get started with the fun part. Now this is how it looks once the dimensional paint has dried, and you can see the texture on the paper or on the canvas and how it's raised. That's what you want, so you can have the lines to come through your design. Now right here, we're gonna mix our little embellishment concoction. I'm adding the Mod Podge to the little mixing cup. And then I'm going to sprinkle in this copper glitter, again from Dollar Tree. Use whatever colors you want to use and whatever kind of material you want to use. It could be little mini buttons, little mini beads, whatever. I'm just using what I found in Dollar Tree, these sequins. And I'm just, you know, coordinating the colors to my decor. But again, use whatever colors you want to use. You can even mix different colors, you know, different contrasting colors if you want to. I think that'll be pretty. Now I'm adding some larger flaked glitter, and I'm gonna add some more things here in a minute. I'm gonna add these little mini beads, micro beads in this green color, because I want to add some dimension to that copper color. And it turned out really pretty, as you saw in the finished product. And I'm just mixing it up really well. You want to get all your embellishments really coated in the Mod Podge, because that's what's going to keep it onto your canvas and it won't flake off or anything. Just make sure everything is well coated when you pour it into the Mod Podge. So I added a little bit more because I wanted to make a little bit more. And then I added some more glitter to make it a little bit more chunky, because I wanted to sort of pop and be raised, if you will, off of the canvas to give you that faux like beaded detail. And so I painted the background a copper color, and that's where the paint comes in. You want to paint the background because if you have any spaces in between your embellishments, you don't want to see that creamy color or that white color of your canvas. So just paint each section whatever color that you choose and then add your embellishments. So here I'm just spreading the embellishments with a plastic knife over that section, and I'm just sort of kind of working it in between the shadow lines that we traced earlier with the dimensional paint, so that once all this dries, you'll be able to see the lines. And of course, you know, this is gonna dry clear. So right now it's, you know, the white color because it's all wet. Now this is the second section that I started. I'm painting that section gold, or the background gold. And then I'm gonna use like gold beads and sequins and things like that, so that I'll have, you know, contrasting colors, but all in the same family, I think, to match my decor. And the dimensional paint helps you kind of stay in the lines when you add your paint and your beads or your embellishments. So here I am spreading out the gold sequins and glitter and stuff like that. But again, you know, be creative and, you know, try out some things and see how it works, but make sure that they are completely mixed and covered with the Mod Podge. That is key. So here it is. It's almost dry. It's not quite dry, but that's what it's going to look like once it's finished. And now I'm just cutting out as close to the lines as I possibly can, because I don't want to see any of that white canvas background on the finished product. And I would suggest using like embroidery scissors or some small scissors that are really sharp. I'm actually using some scissors that I got from the hospital a while ago that I've kept in my stash. Surgical scissors, I think they are. Okay, so once it's cut out, you want to choose whatever pillow cover or pillow you want to use. I'm just repurposing pillows that were on my sofa. And I'm just deciding on which one I want to use. You can get pillow covers at your local craft store. Dollar Tree actually has pillow covers, but I think they're seasonal. I don't see them until like in the fall towards the holidays. But Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all those places sell pillow covers that you can put your throw pillows inside to where you don't have to buy pillows, and you can recycle them, you know. Yeah, so again, I'm trying out to see which one I want to use. I love how it pops on the black, but then I'm just like, nah, I think I'm going to use the lighter color for it. So now what we're going to do is just peel off the sticky back. And this is repositionable. You can actually peel it off after you're done with it, after the season's over, and maybe put some wax paper or some parchment on the back of it and put this little embellishment up until next year, or you can leave it on. That's up to you. Or you can use some fabric glue and glue it down permanently if you want to. It's totally on you. So I'm just adhering it down. And we're done. You can even do this for like pictures. You can put it in a frame or on a, you know, a paint canvas or whatever. It's totally up to you, but I love how this turned out. So if you make this, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Tag me on Instagram. But I love this, and thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.